Hello everyone and welcome to the channel, and welcome back if you are a regular. So tonight I've took a short trip from home to a place called Wynyard Planetarium and Observatory near Stockton-on-Tees, and little birdies have come out to sing now. We'll start filming. Anyway, I'm going to try and attempt a first for me and capture the Perseids Mereor Shower, as long as the weather stays clear. At the moment it's looking rather drab, as it has done last few weeks. Anyway, you are more than welcome to join me and see what happens. How exciting. So I'm actually a volunteer for this observatory and planetarium. I wouldn't say a really good active member. Sort of life got in the way. I ended up working a lot of nights, and then my son was born and he needed a little extra care, shall we say, and then the pandemic hit, so that sort of turned it all on its head, and then I started this channel. So that's sort of like a full-time job itself. It's took a lot of time up. I am going to try and get here a bit more often, I would say. Hopefully once this all starts opening up properly, now restrictions are starting to lift, get here maybe once a week, because I do think it's important to sort of get out and pass knowledge on, and one of the reasons why I started this channel, to be honest. So places like this are absolutely amazing for learning anything astronomy, and I know offhand that a few people in here actually do astrophotography as well, and they're all volunteers in this planetarium, so they actually want to be here and pass on the knowledge and know-how, and just generally help people with all sorts of like problems and queries, etc. And tonight is their first public event since the beginning of the pandemic, so I'm sure everyone's quite happy and eager to sort of get back to some sort of normal. I am going to leave it there for now. I've arrived here quite early just so I could do a bit of filming, so no one's actually turned up quite yet. Once they do, we'll probably have a little catch up with everyone and get set up and go from there. So last night didn't go quite to plan. I mean, of course it didn't. This is me we're talking about. And the weather did clear up, really did, and saw a few meteors. However, didn't capture any. But I'm not going to see this as a failure, or I might be just kidding myself here, but I'm going to see it as a practice run, to be honest. Tonight I've decided to get right in the corner here. I've set up a nice composition. I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself. I'm just going to have a bit of fun and yeah, just see how it goes. Don't know if you can notice mosquitoes flying around my head. Getting eaten alive here. I've taken quite a fancy to my mic that's on the camera there, to be honest. Tonight I'm going to be using my Start Venture Pro from Skywatcher, a small compact tracker mount. Mounted on here is my Canon 77D, and the lens I'm going to be using on this is a 16 to 35mm EF lens. What I'm going to try and accomplish with this rig is first of all take a static shot of the composition that I've set up, take a few of them, and then I'm just going to set a tracker mount away and just track the night sky and hopefully get some sort of starscape type shot and see how that goes. done it before, so I'm quite confident it'll work out. Got another setup just behind me on a static tripod, and it's a Canon 200D, and it's the first DSLR I ever bought. I've still got it. And the lens that's on it, it's a 18 to 35mm EF-S lens. It's the lens that actually come with the camera. What I'm hoping to do with that is take maybe 30-40 second exposures and create some sort of time lapse of the evening. So we'll see how that goes. And I actually have another setup, the one I'm actually filming on, which is a Canon 90D, and the lens that's actually on there is a 10 to 18mm lens. I'm not sure whether I'm going to swap the lenses around as yet. We'll see how that goes. But what I'm wanting to hope to do is sort of do some maybe lucky video capture, and hopefully I might capture Meteor coming in. You never know. Crazy things have happened. So I'm gonna leave it there for now. I'm gonna finish off recording tomorrow morning or afternoon, depending on how much sleep I get tonight. I want to put my 110% undivided attention into this and try and make a good go of it, and not worry too much about the filming, shall we say. So yeah, let's hope the weather stays clear and we have a nice show. So that last bit of video footage that you saw with the TV screen, what they were trying to do was capture the meteors coming in via radio, so it would pick it up and it would sort of ping on the screen on the graph. Quite fascinating to see that. I've never seen it done before, and so yeah, it was quite cool, I thought. So a few nights has passed since then, and it's given me a chance to go through everything that I've captured, or haven't captured, shall we say. So let's start off with the video footage, my lucky video footage. Did I get anything? Did I? Heck. Not a thing, and bit of a long shot anyway, but obviously not as lucky as what I thought it was going to be. Did have a few close shaves, but yeah, not close enough. So what about the tracked starscape type shot I was going for? Nope, not a thing. Well, no, I did get something that I'm going to take you through in a second, but yeah, it's just I couldn't pull the line. There was that much cloud going over where Polaris was, and when it did clear it around there, I couldn't pull the line fast enough. It was coming in thick and fast. What can you do? It's I suppose parcel astrophotography, and a common story lately. But anyway, like I mentioned, I did capture one image where there was no clouds, and it's not a great image, but I would like to talk about it, and I'm going to take you through it now. Here's the only image that I captured, and like I said, it's not great. It was worse. I've managed to clear up a little bit, but yeah, it's still quite bad, and not my most proudest of moments, but it does serve a purpose. So I did capture something down here. Whether it's a meteor or not, I'm not quite sure, but nothing to get too excited about. What did interest me was all this. Now, I have oversaturated a bit just so it stands out a bit more, but what it is, it's part of the Milky Way. You can see all the dust lanes there. Now, I don't think I should have been able to get this, and the reason being is this the area I was pointing the camera is a highly illuminated area. It's really heavy on the industrial scale. Some big towns and a city in that direction. So it's just a haze of light pollution over there. But yet this still turned up, and it did get me sort of thinking and give me a few ideas. So anyway, last night I got a clear hour of sky. So I quickly deployed my Star Venturer and my 77D and the 16-35mm lens that I showed you earlier, and I stuck my L Pro Max from Skytech light production filter in there as well, and I did a 3-minute tracked exposure, and this is what I come up with from my backyard. And it's again, it's not a great image, but I am quite fascinated to see all this. Again, you can see all the dust lanes quite a lot of nebulosity. You've got the Elephant's Trunk here, Pelican and North American Nebula here, and the Seda region, and quite prominent. You can see the butterfly, yeah, clearly. It's and the reason this again is interests me is because I live about 100-150 meters away from a quite highly illuminated town centre, and I think it's quite evident. You can see a bit of light coming from that direction. Well, yeah, there it is. I don't know if you can see it, but it's the shape around here. What I think this is the Eastern Veil Nebula, and part of a bigger complex is of a supernova remnant, and I think you can see bits of it here as well. Quite amazing how I've actually managed to pick that up just off 1 3-minute exposure. But yeah, and like I said, this has given me a few ideas of what I can do in terms of content for the future. So I know spoilers, but I suppose watch this space. Well, yeah, I'm amazed. I suppose one door closes and another one opens. So, last but not least, the time lapse I said I was going to put together, and I did put one together. At least I did something. Not the greatest, but it does tell the story of how the 2 nights went. Quite cloudy. I will leave that at the end of the video for you to watch. I think the main question is, do I still see this as a failure? And the answer is no, I don't. Maybe I'm still kidding myself, or I'm far too optimistic for my own good. Well, yeah, who knows? But to be fair, I don't see any astrophotography event as a failure. I really don't. Whether it goes great or not so great, you always tend to learn something either way. And I definitely learned a lot over the last couple of nights. You know, maybe next time I go out there, try and capture meteors, it'll go a little bit better for me. I think the main thing is just have fun. And I certainly did that over the last 2 nights. I got to catch up with people I hadn't seen in a while, got to meet new people, and just generally spend time trying to capture or see a natural astronomical event with like-minded people. So I thoroughly enjoyed the 2 nights, and I do see it as a success, really. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a link in the description below for the Wynyard Planetarium and Observatory. I know that's probably going to benefit more local people if you are watching. But wherever you are in the world, you know, try and check out a local planetarium and get yourselves out there if you've never been to one. You get some really great information for these people, you know, and they are there to help. And any event that they held, it's usually a good time to have, you know. So, on that note, I'm going to leave it there. Hope you have enjoyed the video. I'm not sure if you can get anything out of it, but if you've enjoyed it, then that's the main thing. Please take care, everyone. Please, guys, and until next time, bye for now.